kind of a monumental accomplishment.
Oh,
The Eagles won 49-7.
Yeah, Eagles were all over Cincinnati.
Now, Vinny, the Vikings, weren't they 0-2 or something to start?
They were, and they're now
So
they're
they've been on
5-3.
fire.
Yeah,
Man.
including a victory over the Packers.
Terrace confirms the rumors that the Giants punted in that game. Well, I'm getting first downs, but it's taking a long drive to score on these Dolphins.
And the Lions and Redskins are live on the John M channel, so you can tune in and have two games going at once.
J.D. Smith runs over a semi-pro, man.
And the Lions and Redskins are live on the John M channel, so. Good looking uniform set up in that game.
Better than orange pants?
Yeah. Uniform set up in that game.
Better than orange pants. Oh! Lind takes a shot. 3rd and 5. They're not slow, these Dolphins.
Well, they're a smart animal.
Just get them to punt. That's all I say.
Yeah. Stonewall is hoping that the computer does not cheat in this game.
All they will
have the Dolphins cheated before.
Maybe they'll have a good punt.
They strap lasers to their heads.
Touchdown to KC.
Freaking lasers.
So it took over 5 minutes, but the Niners do score a touchdown on the opening drive.
So, little man here making some noise. He's staying up to turn 1 in about 35 minutes.
No, he's trying to sleep, actually. But he's dealing with a little bit of a fever and teething.
Oh, man.
That was Brody's 10th touchdown pass of the season.
He's not hurt yet.
I know.
The 49ers did get... Who'd you get from the Packers? Howie Williams, right? Return man?
Yeah, I had to trade a Williams, and I got a Williams.
Yep. George Washington, 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
Takes care of the ball.
Wow. Graybeard just uploaded the 1960 Baltimore Colt highlights.
Interesting.
On YouTube, yeah. Be a good watch. 2-time defending NFL champions.
Washington takes off, does a spin move, and then fumbles. And tackled at the 1-yard line is Hazeltine. Washington's spin move was pretty sick, but luckily he fumbled the ball afterwards.
The 85 Bears highlights uploaded by Sports Odyssey.
Absolutely. Oh, what the heck? J.D. Smith just kind of knocks himself out.
Meanwhile, the Redskins have the ball to start in the other game on the John M channel.
Is that in Washington or in Detroit?
It's in Washington.
Roughing the pass. The guy was laying on the fucking
J.D. Smith
ground.
for the touchdown.
The guy was on the fucking ground. Okay, sure. Tom Brady wannabe.
Norm Snead.
Is it Norm Snead?
Norm Snead is a Tom Brady wannabe.
Oh, he's
Hey.
getting fucking penalties for fucking not getting touched, so roughing the passer when the guy's laying down next to him. It's like, okay. I'm sorry, I'm gonna bring a pillow to hit him with.
Oh, penalty. What's going on with the penalty flags?
I don't know, but there's a whole fucking bunch of them in that game so far.
Face mask. I tackled him. My hands were at his waist.
Kermit Alexander with a face mask.
Interesting.
Don't you know
I
his
realized
face
his
mask?
face was.
His face mask hangs low.
Yeah, I guess so.
Kermit's just trying to return the favor of shoving a hand up somebody's ass and making a mouth move.
That must be it.
I look over to Norm Snead completing a pass.
So, Mark, you're in our fantasy league, right?
Yeah.
Was that you I just beat by like 5 points?
I don't know
Well, actually, it was
because
like less than
I
5 points.
I'll check.
didn't even look at it this week.
I'm not doing anything. I just won my first game, beating my wife by 3 points.
Why are you beating
With a
your wife there,
whopping
Vinny?
69.
You're not supposed to be beating
Well.
your wife.
Anyway. Dr. No, the running back. Fidel Castro, one of the wide receivers for the Dolphins.
Jesus Christ.
So George
Well,
Washington's going to be throwing
If
to
there's a
Fidel
team that
Castro.
he's going to be playing for, it would probably be the Dolphins because they're the closest ones to where he was.
A waste mask penalty, definitely.
Waste.
Oh, here we go. Colchico Lakes I can't say Nomolini's name.
Namalini.
Dowdle Pine, Hazel
Ooh, that's
Pine.
beautiful.
It's like a mental block.
He had the first
Kimbrough,
down, but he went out
Johnson,
of bounds
Woodson, and
behind the line of
Kermit
gain,
Alexander.
so...
Bobby Mitchell going out of bounds. Week.
It was week 4.
Yeah, I'm trying. My phone is not. Okay, there we go. Week 4.
I'm pretty sure it was Mark.
Phantom.
It says the
Yeah.
Phantoms? Oh,
It says
okay,
Phantoms.
yeah.
I'm looking. It's still loading.
yeah, it's got to be.
I got Andrew this week.
Andrew the 10th.
Yes.
10th wonder of the world. Let's see. I got my score. Where is the league scores?
I am the only remaining undefeated team currently. Knock on wood.
Now that bye weeks are... Oh, I forgot to turn into the corner. But that was a horrible punt.
That's going to be what the problem is, though, is because I have nobody on bye week this week. I can see it already. Like 90% of my team's going to be on bye week, and I'm going to be fucked.
I may have to load it up on my laptop. The app doesn't seem to.
The app's a pain right in the ass.
Yeah, it is.
The NFL app has never been fucking good.
Vinny's Cardinals and the Jets are 0-0 in the first.
Yeah, that's
Here
going
comes
to be a
Earl
0-0
Morrell.
game.
46.6% completion.
%46.
Yeah, terrible.
Well, for 63, it's not too
Well,
bad. But,
yeah.
but this isn't Madden 63, I guess.
Not technically.
What was the first year of Madden?
Like 87, 88,
87.
somewhere around
Nope,
there.
that's the end of the first quarter. All right, Niners, because of the turnover, having a pretty easy time so far. 14-0.
Giants HD.
It would be nice if this was a nice, relaxing game against a semi-pro team.
Yeah, well, I wonder why you're undefeated. Look at your quarterback. Asshole.
He underperformed.
He did. He did.
Who's the quarterback?
Pat Mahomes.
Oh, yeah.
It's supposed to be mine, but I got screwed.
Aren't you the commissioner of the thing?
Yeah, well, I didn't pay attention. When the two people when the couple from Buffalo left the league, I didn't pay attention that reset the draft, and for some reason I became number 10 instead of number 1. And then my first round draft pick is out. He's on injured reserve now.
Who's that?
Who was it?
David Njoku. Tight end for the Browns.
He was your first round draft pick?
Drafted a tight end first?
It's a snake draft, so I had my first and second round picks are back to back. So I went with the tight end first, and then I went Melvin Gordon, who will be playing this week finally. And after 4 weeks, I finally got my number 1 overall pick. Or it should have been my number 1 overall pick, but I hit the Njoku button first. Okay, let's see. I am in the league on the app, or on the not the app, but the desktop now. So, week 4. That's much easier to get to. The Moist Towelettes defeated Infinity. Show Me the TDs defeated Lady Rugger. 93 Express over the Mean Machine. Giants HD over Phantoms by 5 points.
There it is.
And Bullet Club defeated Twisted Angels. Yeah, technically 97.04 to 92.46.
Yeah.
The division leaders are the Giants HD and 93 Express. Phantoms and Mean Machine are in second.
Bench Todd Gurley. Was it a heart reader or heart optimizer?
Yeah, that optimized button.
I
don't know, man.
Well, watch this sack.
I don't think I would bench Gurley in any regular season game.
He goes back, runs around the blocker here, runs behind the quarterback, runs back.
Oh my god, and then head over heels.
Yeah.
That was realistic.
Yeah, totally.
Darius McCord sacking Norm Snead by running around him 3 or 4 times. And then going low.
Not quite the Tom Brady play, but
I think Norm Snead is the passer rating leader.
Marlon Mack is having a good season, so I don't know. Let's see, do I got anybody on a bye this week?
Second and goal for the Niners.
I'll tell you what, though, one strength I do have is the number 1 and number 2 rated defenses in the league are both my defenses.
They say defense wins fantasy football. No, never mind.
Yeah, I didn't say it was perfect that I had it going for me, but although that Bears defense did win me the game last week, she had the Vikings defense, and not so much.
Terrence is asking if you lose points when you throw an interception.
2.
Yeah, that's what I figured. If you throw a pick 6, is it still just 2, or do you lose more than that?
Just 2.
Okay. Yeah, I was in a league before where you got -6 if you threw a pick 6.
Oh.
yeah, there's a whole bunch
That was
of
kind of rough
scoring
for
rules.
those Jay Cutler fans.
Yeah. Now, who am I facing in week 5?
Can't believe it's this hard to get the ball in the end zone against the freaking Dolphins.
Dude, this freaking app. What the fuck? Give me the week 5 so I can set my team.
Diving catch. I have to pull off diving catches against these idiots. Alright.
I am playing the
complain.
Moist. Oh my god, I'm playing the Moist Towelettes, and they got Lamar Jackson at their quarterback.
Well, that's a
Pretty
loss.
bad.
James Conner, Christian McCaffrey, the running backs. His receivers are Cooper Kupp. He's got a bye receiver. Zach Ertz, a tight end.
Now, how do you know he's by?
Right?
because it says BYE.
Ah, okay.
There was
let me set my lineup.
There was a post in one of my Warcraft groups today where somebody was asking about finding an LGBT server or guild or something. And people are like, why? That shouldn't matter when it comes to a video game. Nobody cares. And the moderators were like,
well, somebody
it's a valid
cares.
question. It's like, no, it's not a valid question.
Matthew Stafford's on a bye. Who should I go with, Josh Allen or Matt Ryan?
Who's Matt Ryan playing?
Josh Allen. Who the Bills got?
Tennessee on the road. The Falcons are at Houston.
Who's rated higher this weekend?
They're projecting Matt Ryan at 22.76 and Josh Allen at 18.14. I guess I'll go with that then.
Defensive Allen's going to run one in or not.
I've thrown 2 interceptions already.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Melvin Gordon going to get the start.
Come on! My entire team falls down and lets him... Alright.
Well, at least it was a real player that scored. It was Hugh McInnes on his year off. On his sabbatical.
Yeah, but he didn't do anything.
They're only projecting Melvin Gordon to get 11 points. They're getting Tyler Boyd 10. Fucker never caught a pass last night.
Oh yeah.
Wish AJ Green would come back.
Anybody in the league draft Bolden? Or not Bolden. Fucking what's his nuts?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe Lady Rugger did. I'm not sure though for 100%.
Yeah.
I know she drafted Kareem Hill. I remember thinking about that. The liberal of the group drafting the woman beater.
The liberal of the group.
Yeah.
It's not that we don't like liberals, it's just we don't think that they're very smart. And that's only because
she's a very smart girl. She just don't get into a conversation with her on politics because she will not listen to any other opinions.
That's kind of my point.
Kyle Rudolph.
I'm not talking about intelligence. I'm talking about
Tyler Eifert. Kyle Rudolph or Tyler Eifert. Bengals are playing the Cardinals. Vikings are playing the Giants.
I'd be tempted to go against the Giants defense.
Come on.
Yeah, Bills versus Titans or Bears versus Oakland?
Don't even ask the question.
Oakland had a good offensive run last week, though.
If you have the Bears defense and you don't play them, you deserve to lose.
But I have the Bills defense too. Look what they did to Tom Brady and the Patriots. You know, this is actually a valid question when I have those two defenses.
No, it's not.
While you throw an interception to Harris.
Yep. I'm trying to make it a close game. It was supposed to be easy, and here I go. Missing tackles, throwing picks.
I think we're all set. I think we're good at best. Emmanuel Sanders. Again, 10.58. But who can I take? DK Metcalf, maybe? Let's see. Seahawks are playing the Rams. Who are the Broncos playing? The Chargers. But the Broncos are always trailing, so there's more chances for him to get the ball. Yeah, Metcalf is gonna be good, but I think I'm gonna go with Sanders. Alright, so optimize for plus 12.64 points.
But they have you change the defense.
You make bad decisions when you're hungry. Eat a Snickers. Wish it would tell me what the changes would be, though. Well, let me see. Click on Optimize. Matt Ryan, Melvin Gordon, Josh Jacobs instead of Frank Gore.
Oh.
Tyler Eifert. Boyd instead of John Ross for the Bengals receivers.
You've got to be kidding me, George Washington.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure about that. Oh, John Ross is out. That's why. Okay, yeah, I'll go with that. But Boyd didn't get any fucking passes thrown his way last night. Bengals gotta have a better game plan when it comes to that shit. I have 4 Bengals receivers, which I don't know how I ended up with 4, but 2 of them are currently out, and John Ross and AJ Green.
You must really like Andy Dalton.
I don't know how I ended up with 4 Bengals receivers. But if they get healthy and come back, man, I have Melvin Gordon, John Ross, AJ Green, the Bears defense, Matthew Stafford. I should have a decent second half of the season.
Yeah,
well, a little scoring update for the... I don't know. 49ers lead the Dolphins 21-10. And the Redskins leading the Lions 10-6.
If I can throw another pick here.
It's probably 10-7 by now.
21-17.
It is.
Yep, 10-7, okay. Oh, I got it up to nice
and guy. Alright, 2-minute warning. 21-10. Dolphins have scored the last 10 in a row.
Is there an ETA on the Chargers-Patriots game? Asking for a friend.
Thursday night, bro.
That's when I'm gonna do the Cardinals and Jets.
Come on, Brody. All right.
Hockey is back. Catch the NBCSN opener Wednesday at 8 p.m. Washington versus St. Louis.
Nice run by J.D. Smith. 500 yards on the season. Closing in on Jim Brown.
Yeah.
If Jim Brown stops playing the rest of the season. Did the Browns clinch that division yet?
They clinched something. Had something to do with
Current real life 2019 rushing leaders. Christian McCaffrey leads the league with 411 yards.
Clark Kent with the sack.
Did he do the Superman? They do it.
That would be funny. No,
That
he
would
didn't.
be good.
That would be funny. Dalvin Cook with 410 yards, trailing McCaffrey by 1 yard. Leonard Fournette has 404. Nick Chubb has 398 with 88 coming on that one run. And Marlon Mack with 338. Those are your rushing leaders for 2019 through 4 weeks.
Brody finally throws a nice pass, and it's a touchdown.
There's a picture of a guy holding a bow, and he's got a mullet, camouflage shirt, and a wild mustache. And the caption says, "When the deer and the ladies are no longer safe." The mullet apparently is back.
Yeah, apparently it's made its cycle. I mean, ripped jeans are a big thing again, so it was bound to happen with the mullet. Not sure why the mullet, of all things, but I think you should grow a mullet, Vinny.
Yeah. They don't let us at the nuclear power plant.
Yeah, you don't want to get that hair tangled up in the spent rods. Ooh, go.
NFL fines captain of the Saints for wearing Man of God headband.
What the fuck? That's fucking retarded.
Hey, they have an image to protect. They protect the shield.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Josh Hader Lego. Watch out. Caution, choking hazard. He was on the mound that gave up that 3-run shot that lost the game for Milwaukee.
Now when you say 3-run shot, you talk about a single that the outfielder played worse than.
Yeah, so I don't know why Hader's well Hader had the bases loaded, but I don't know why Hader's getting all the hate.
Yeah.
What about that outfielder? Oh,
Yeah,
and here we go with the stupid memes. Don't let tomorrow's AL wildcard distract you from the fact that the Brewers blew a 3-1 lead in the bottom of the 8th. Well, we have to listen to that for the next year.
As long as the Cardinals blow things.
Yeah.
Oof. And Dr. No goes nowhere. It looked like the Saints beat the Bucks, so the semi-pro Saints are all the way up to 500.
Yeah.
And the Bucks are 0-8.
They're the new. What was the team? The Bengals. The Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
The new Bengals. Okay, so I should be this guy over here. Dolphins are gonna punt. Exciting news. Oh, can I? Oh. I tried to be the quarterback, but the guy tackled me, so I couldn't catch it. So it's interesting.
But that punt went right where I told you it was gonna.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, WWE is making their SmackDown Live debut this week on Fox on Friday night. So to promote the move from USA to Fox, they're sending wrestlers all over Fox stuff. They had wrestlers attending football games the past 2 weekends, and people are going to Fox and Friends on Fox News. Well, people are getting triggered that Stephanie McMahon was on Fox and Friends this morning.
Why?
WWE on Fox will be a disaster. I believe this is the beginning of the end for WWE. Okay, sure. Fox is going to reach more homes than USA.
Why are they mad because Stephanie McMahon was on there, though?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Well, they're mad because anybody's appearing on Fox and Friends. This is on Fox News.
Well, then what you're saying is it's a bunch of liberal and or leftist fans that are mad because, well, Fox is typically a conservative channel. Typically. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily.
Two things. There's this one guy's comment. I'm going to read it. And for Josh Glover, just in case you want to look it up. Two things. Number one, your ad for WWE on Fox features a guy jumping off his car through a table in a parking lot. Last I checked, WWE was training professionals, not an outlaw mud show garbage wrestling program. Number two, I was watching the Bucks-Rams game on Fox where Renee Young was promoting the show with a sideline reporter. She was asked why viewers should turn into wrestling, and she said, because we have the best athletes and entertainers in the world. We can tell you scripted the report, and if you want WWE to be respected and portrayed as a real sport on Fox networks, then why not call them what they really are, wrestlers? The term superstar, sports, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it goes on there. But first of all, the wrestler going through the table thing, You're watching football. Bills fans put themselves through tables every week.
Yeah.
And second of all, to dole off on a scripted promo on the sideline while promoting a show, welcome to Hollywood.
Not to bust everybody's bubble, but if you're going to sit there and bitch about it being scripted, that's exactly what WWE is. I mean, I'm not going to take and pull no punches, but the shit's as fake as most of the fake news out there. So, it has been, and I mean...
Well, I will agree with you to scripted. I will disagree with you on all the fakeness.
Well, to a degree.
Because I know there is some... Yeah. I'll put you through a table and let me ask me how fake it was.
Well,
it's
first
scripted,
off, let's cut the table like it's supposed to be.
The Dolphins blocked the kick.
All right, 1990s ECW. Let me put you through a table with light bulbs on it.
A lot of that stuff is
let's do some of the shit that happens in Japan.
I'm aware.
Let's do some of the shit that happens in Japan.
But I've also been very aware of a lot of the stuff that they do. Like a lot of them tables are cut. A lot of those props are props for exactly that reason. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy it, but
there are ways to pull the stunts off, just like there are ways to pull off stunts in a movie.
Most of those things are completely set up.
Right. Anybody who wants to bitch and complain about wrestling being fake, then go out and spend $20 to go see a movie made by Marvel.
Right.
Are hypocrites.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. That's what I'm saying is the guy's a complete hypocrite.
Here's a comment from a Mike McCarthy. Of course, that's such a bland name. Fake sport on fake news channel meant for each other.
Yeah, because, CNN ain't losing all their fucking viewers because they can't report any real fucking evidence or news or anything.
Andrew Radcliffe replies, Mike McCarthy, I'd love to see you go up to someone like Brock Lesnar or Daniel Bryan and say wrestling is fake. They would slap you silly. So he replies, Andrew Radcliffe, fake, slap me silly. Mike McCarthy, actually, those guys know how to fight, especially Brock, since he was UFC champion for the longest time.
UFC.
And believe me, UFC isn't fake, and neither is...
No.
No. They know how to hit and where to hit. It's for entertainment, but they still get injured. Better do your research.
But that's the thing about the WWE. They don't. It's not a bunch of motherfuckers that are just in there acting and playing. Those guys are straight up legit athletes. They do just as much of a workout as any other professional athlete.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's not completely.
Especially nowadays, it's not like it was in the 80s when you don't see guys with beer guts
and through the table and nobody gets hurt. I'm saying it's minimalized drastically compared to what the real version of it would be.
Well, that's where I come and say it's a
backyard wrestling. Those idiots there that do that shit, and they don't.
It's a choreographed
prop it.
It's a choreographed dance.
Yes.
Where both partners have to work together to protect each other.
Right.
But when you jump off a ladder, no matter what the table is that you're going through, when you jump off a 15-foot ladder, maybe it's 12, maybe they exaggerate a little, or you jump off the top of Hell in a Cell, and even though, yes, there's a crash pad under the announce table, it was plain as day when Shane McMahon jumped off the Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania 32. It was plain as day that a balloon was underneath the announce table. But he still had to jump off the top of the roof of Hell in a Cell.
Regardless, there's going to be some impact.
Yeah. Now, when they do the backstage skits where Braun Strowman is flipping an ambulance and you can only see a portion of the ambulance, you can't see where the crane is. That's where I get into. Come on, they can do better. Back in '99 or 2000, Big Show flipped a Volkswagen Beetle, and you could see the entire car when he flipped it.
Yeah, well, that's because it was
they were trying to make that, and it was a Volkswagen Beetle. They weren't trying to have this. Portraying this man as superhuman by flipping an ambulance. It's just, and then it was so slow and so rigged that you could tell, and you could also, if you listen very closely, you could hear the door open as Roman Reigns got out of the ambulance. But that was back in 2017. That was bad.
I mean, they did have a stretch there where their scripted acting, like the backstage banter, was just terrible. It's like soap operas are better.
I hate soap operas. Their promos since about the early 2000s have been scripted, and they don't let the wrestlers used to give the performers bullet points. All right, go out there and hit this, say this, say that. But now they go out with an entire script They have to, okay, this is what you're going to say from line 1 to line 20, and you better not go off script or you're not going to be on next week's show.
Right.
So this alternate show that's starting tomorrow night on TNT, they're claiming they're not going to be scripting promos. Wrestlers just go out and shoot from the hip and say what they feel. Well, this will be their first live TV show. They've had a couple pay-per-views. It's called All Elite Wrestling, and it's basically started by guys who were cast off by WWE who didn't get, like the son of Dusty Rhodes was a legendary wrestler in his 70s and 80s and also a promoter.
Right.
Well, his son is the president of this company, and they've got a billionaire backing them in the Jacksonville Jaguars owner, Shrad Khan. So they've got the money. We'll just see if they have the if they can catch the attention of the viewers, and it starts tomorrow.
We're at halftime. The score is 20-14 Redskins.
And it's 40-12 49ers in the third.
I am playing a semi-pro team though.
You know, I was earlier. Just a couple times I remembered to hit like the rack catch, the possession catch or something, and I hit it and it worked. And then the rest of the game I forget to hit it, and I'm pissed at myself. And then I'll go to throw a pass, and one of the interceptions I should have lobbed it, but I bullet passed it, and it's just little things like that I'm screwing up. But it does not help when the computer does things like the second interception. The defender is trailing by 3 yards, and all of a sudden he shoots in front and catches the ball. Just super speed out of nowhere. I'm like, come on, really? They don't. I was giving the Chiefs plenty. I was giving the Chiefs plenty of help. They didn't need to cheat.
Well, and that's the thing. It seems like the more you do screw up, then the more they add those things as well. So it's just like snowballs, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you make a couple mistakes, and then all of a sudden they add a couple cheats to the mistakes, and it just gets out of control.
I mean, 3 pick sixes. Without those 3 pick sixes, I'd still lose, but it's 24-10 instead of 45-10. And then the aggressive ball strip thing, it should be it should be 60-40, but it seems like it's more like 95-5 that you're going to get the face mask.
Yep.
I would say 60-40 face mask to strip. Maybe 70, there's 65-35. You know, you got to have some percentage that you're going to get it, but it does seem to be 95-5.
Yeah, unless you are hitting him right as he's doing a juke move or something, it doesn't seem to do anything for me.
No.
Except for give me 15-yard face mask.
I've got to learn to do the strip like John does. I got to work on that.
It's all in the timing.
Yeah.
Panties drop. I mean, the strip of the ball.
It is after midnight here on the East Coast. I want to send out a happy birthday to John M's little one, 1 year old today.
Yep. See, I might kill plants, but I don't kill people.
With that said, I'm going to log off and go to bed because my alarm goes off at 5 for another double. It's another horrible punt by the Dolphins. So good luck, guys. The 49ers have this in the bag. And it looks like the Lions need a little bit of effort, a little bit of help, something. A little bit of computer cheating on their part.
It's a one-score game, though, right?
Yeah, it's 20-14.
Yeah.
About to light it up. Maybe not, but still.
The Dolphins refuse to let me run them.
Ooh, maybe I am lighting it up. Woo!
You were just waiting for Vinny to leave, I know.
Yeah, right. I don't usually use the juke move in an open field like that because it usually don't work. I got about 5 more yards because of it, though. Oh, maybe. Yeah, about 5, 7, 8, maybe.
What the heck was that? I didn't mean to throw that. That was almost disastrous.
Almost disastrous?
Almost. Luckily, the Dolphins dropped the ball.
My running back has finally dropped below 10 yards per carry for the game.
Wow.
First and goal at the 5.
Gonna be punting here.
Punting? I don't know what that is.
Fair catch at the 12.
Oh, that's because it wasn't my regular run back. I see how it is.
George Washington comes back out. Dr. No runs over my guys again.
Dr. No. Cogdill should be theoretically open. Touchdown. And the extra point is good. Detroit now leads the Washington Redskins 21-20.
Just like that. Oh, Dr. No gets just enough.
I'm surprised they get a face mask on that. Here comes number 16. Sneak.
Oh.
Then that replay got his ass whooped, and then his ass whooped there. That's number 2. 3. He's been sacked
going
like
on over there?
5. He's been sacked. They showed like 3 replays of him getting sacked. I think he was sacked 5 times.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I've been whooping his ass. Wow, Walker missed again. I don't think I hit that thing, but... Oh! Should have been intercepted.
Okay, 1 minute to go in the third.
And then it's booty time. I don't know. I'm just...
Well, it's actually probably sleep time, but... Another first down, so at least they're running some clock, which is good, I guess.
Well, this is getting done quicker.
Right. I'm getting all these free sacks because George Washington must be a mobile quarterback, and so he takes off to run all the time, but he runs right into my guys. So they're only like 1 or 2 yard sacks, but they still count as sacks.
Right. As long as it's behind the line. I'm not even that tired yet. Granted, holding a 25-pound 1-year-old.
Yeah, well, fever and teething, that's gotta make the whole house tired.
Oh, yeah.
Can't hear John.
No?
Huh. I guess he can't hear you. Oh, Vinny. Vinny's on now.
Oh, he's watching
And he
again.
said he can't hear you on my broadcast, which probably means something's wrong.
Probably.
49ers.
We just screw it up all the time. It's alright.
Yeah, I don't. There was the Giants and Cowboys game. I couldn't hear you guys. I mean, I could hear you
the
on your
Giants-Cowboy
channel.
game was kind of fucked up because we didn't get into a group and we were chatting through the game chat. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We didn't quite realize that until it was over. And it's like, oh, wait. I never did join a group.
Those are the best. Because if somebody does stumble across it, then they hear somebody talking to themselves.
Yeah. Well, that was a terrible spin move. Let's see if we
J.D. Smith.
Fake the handoff, and he is one-on-one deep. Get it. He got it. Good. $55-yard play. From the 3-yard line. Bombs it. To the 36-yard line.
Oh, Brody. Okay.
Just a terrible screen pass.
Oh. I was tackled. I think they're going to call defensive pass interference on that one.
Probably.
Yeah.
Why? What? There's no strategy on. Are you kidding me? No strategy plays on 3rd and long. That's retarded.
What do you mean, no strategy, please?
Like when you do the coaches' suggestions or whatever the heck, you can switch it between like suggestions and like strategy and.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, it's saying, oh, there's no suggested plays for, or not no strategy plays for 3rd and long. It's like, well, whoever your play planner is terrible. Offensive coordinator or whatever. It's ridiculous.
We don't strategize for 3rd down.
And don't you know I don't punt, so we use all 4 downs.
Yeah.
So you can't use that whole we don't get the 4th or 3rd down. That's just a dumb argument. Ferguson. 2 carries for 6 yards. Good job, Ferguson. Not really.
Sacked.
Ferguson got the first down that time.
Wow. Okay. Well, the Dolphins have some speed out there.
Can hear you both on his game, but only Mark on your own broadcast. What? Wait. So I'm assuming he can hear us both on my game, but only
Right.
you on your game.
That's the only thing that would make sense.
Yeah, because I don't know. From me reading it, it sounded like he couldn't hear me on my own broadcast. Like, what the fuck?
That would be a interesting setting. Only hear others.
Yeah, right.
There goes George Washington again, running around like a fool.
A fool? A fool or a fool? Because, I mean, you
Fool.
do have a fool on your helmet there when you're playing with the Broncos.
Those are the 49ers. Much simpler.
Get in The end zone.
I've allowed 73 rushing yards, 56 of them by the quarterback.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do that. Get in.
On the other hand, my one defensive end has 4 sacks by just standing there.
Nice. When you don't got to work that hard and you get all the glory.
Right. He either runs right into my defensive end or he gets a first down.
Ooh, I botched that kick. Fuck me. Well, the score is now 27-20. Whoops. Keep it alive. Making it interesting.
The Dolphins blocked my extra point and returned it for 2 points.
Really?
So that's yeah, I haven't blocked one since the 1960 year, but I haven't had one blocked against me for a few seasons also.
Yeah.
I thought that went out of the game or something.
Yeah, no, it just got harder, that's all.
Yeah.
Kelly Cunningham, something Zipperlich. Oh, let's get some blitzing going. Double safety blitz, why not? Actually, I can think of about a million reasons as to why not, but...
Oh, a 9-yard punt for the Dolphins. No, 13 yards, one of his better punts.
Almost worked in terms of getting a sack, but Sneed threw an incomplete pass. I'll take it. Oh, false? No, it's going to be against the defense because they weren't even set up yet, which is ridiculous because it's bullshit. How can you call a penalty for encroachment when they're not even set up yet? That's ridiculous.
Man, Clark Kent's all over the field.
He's Superman.
Yeah, he's acting like it. Why nobody signed this guy?
Vinny says, I think all semi-pro punters should punt like him.
Yeah, he is the worst.
I don't know. This whole concept of maybe having a shitty punter. I mean, you gotta remember, my brother, not that you guys would know this at all, never made, and he was a punter and a receiver, but the kid's 6'4", and he could punt the ball 60 yards. I mean, yeah, he was no professional grade, nothing, but he just intercepted the ball. Perfect timing interception. Keep going. Oh.
I thought it looked like I caught the ball. It was a 3rd and 17. It looked like I caught like a 15-yard pass, and so I was going to go for it. I was starting to pick my play, and then I realized it said 4th and 17, not 4th and 2.
Ooh,
I was like, what? I guess I dropped it.
That's all right. I was playing, not that this is even remotely closely relevant, I guess. I was playing Magic the Gathering's new arena game or whatever, right? And I was using a white healing deck versus this guy that was playing a black and green deck. And he was winning 29 to like 19 or something. And somehow I made a play. I don't even know how the hell I did it. I just figured I was going to hit him for a lot, right? I didn't realize I hit him for 29 points. I killed him instantly. It's like, wow. I wish, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I wish that was recording. Because that way I could watch it, but I don't even know how, because in my head, the math was 12 points. But apparently there was some extra features and stuff on the cards that I didn't notice, and I slammed him for over 29 points. It's like, wow. Because all of a sudden I did the play, and it said victory. It's like, what?
Right, yeah.
I should have only took about half his points, maybe. Not even. But I'll take it.
Yeah, the last time I did anything like that with, like power charts and trying to do math, my dad had gotten this. I don't even remember what the game is. I know that's not in print anymore, but it was some sort of superhero, like role-playing game or something. Right. So the story was that I was Peter Parker at the time, not Spider-Man. And like someone came and stole Aunt May's purse or something. So it's like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I'll hit the guy and get the purse back.
Right.
But I rolled a 99 out of 100, so I insta-killed him in one shot. I'm like, that's not a dead giveaway that I'm Spider-Man or anything.
Yeah. Like, whoopsie.
Yeah. Like, whoops.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm Spider-Man. Don't worry.
Yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen that way.
Right. Right. I'm doing it. I'm like, okay, yeah, so, you know, I have like an 80% chance to knock him down, you know, and like a 2% chance of hitting him too hard. Everyone will know who I am.
Yeah.
Boom, killed him. Like, oops.
It's like, yeah, that was not.
Here's your purse back, but now the whole world knows who I am.
Like, whoopsie. Quick, conceal roll.
Right.
Oh, really? You injured my quarterback, you dirty bastard.
Ooh.
That was their first sack, too.
Those Redskins play dirty.
They do. Of course, if we say that they're dirty Redskins, then we get all like, you're racist.
Yeah. You gotta say it in the right order, I guess.
Milt Plum. Yeah, right. Milt Plum's in the game, throwing down to where the hell is that guy throwing that shit? He threw this fucking ball. Guy was wide open. He was 10 yards in front of him. That was just insane.
Well, he's cold. He's coming off cold.
Yeah, he's going off of something. That might scoot over the line. It did, too. Barely in. I took the 3 points, 53-yard field goal. Figured I'd make it, so they had to score twice. Because, you know...
How much time's left?
4:11. They got time if they really want to Maddenism it.
Sure.
I mean, it's kind of like that flashing star from Mario. You all of a sudden, the momentum's like gone for you, and you're like, what the hell? You hit the quarterback, and your guy goes across the field. Pulled groin. Will not be able to come back.
And they're not going to bother calling timeouts, so that should do it.
In theory.
And maybe I'll do one more handoff just to see. Just see if I can get within 1,200 yards of Jim Brown at the end of this game.
Yeah, right. My right arm is going to be so jacked after tonight. Because the way the little dude's laying, he's right in the elbow. And I'm holding the controller, so I've been holding them for like that for like an hour now. I'll be lucky if I can straighten my arm out afterwards.
Right. Alright, that does it from San Francisco. 41-12. Only 7-0 in the second half.
You know why they call it Candlestick Stadium?
No.
Because it's a scented candle for all the shitty stuff that's around. Ooh, I think I just broke his leg. Though he went down anyway. Because all the shit in the street, and it stinks, so they had to get the smelly candles so they couldn't smell it. Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
Yeah, if any of that makes sense. You need to look up the news on San Francisco and shitting in the street. But you need to seriously, like, watch that replay on that's going on right now, because the way he gets sacked, it looks like his leg's busted. But he didn't get injured, so like I said, he did not, you know.
I'm turning off the broadcast. 49ers get to 5-3.
Terrible throw.
Alright. There we go. Seems like the Lions are on their way to a win too. I'll probably check out the rest of the game, but I'm going to turn the PlayStation
that's
off.
fine.
So have a good one.
Take care. Is that better? Whoops, that's the wrong button. Ooh.